That's pretty sweet.
That's actually one thing I do want is I don't have an arcade cabinet.
Yeah.
And I really would like an arcade cabinet. So now I can turn into Mist, which is good because there are like things that I wasn't able to pass through yet that now I can.
Look at that. The first release for the arcade was my birthday, 1987.
Gross! What day was that? August, right?
Yeah.
Tell me, I told you my birthday.
For all the world to hear.
Yes, I told you my birthday. They don't know you.
It just doesn't.
They've heard your farts.
Special.
What more? What more do they? What more do you need?
That was on accident. Your walls are paper thin, apparently.
Maybe you're just a trumpet.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Oh, this is not endearing me to anything.
It's endearing you to me.
Swiss Army Man. That's if you haven't seen it, then you should watch it.
I'll get a safe place. Saving data.
Basically, the premise of that movie is love is being able to fart in front of other people.
It's true. We have a free fart policy in my house.
That's what I got out of the movie.
We have a free fart policy in this home. We do not care. We do not judge.
Wow. Does everybody participate in that?
Anyone who wants to. Anybody who wants it can participate.
Any way you want it.
That's the way you need it. Any way you want it.
We're gonna do the gaseous version. Okay, that's enough juvenile.
Oh my gosh.
Right,
oh my goodness.
It's the zombie,
what is this room?
It's the zombie aliens.
Shield rod. That's what this was for. Oh, and I can't even go because I don't have anything to hit. Can I go sideways with this? There we go. But then they're like not getting in the way. So
and so you're gonna lose. You're gonna have to come back here to get the shield rod. No, cheat it up. Yes.
Cheese it up. That's gonna hit me. Oh. Oh, can I jump over this guy?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, I can't. That's a wall. That's a ceiling.
Oh yeah, you're totally gonna.
Ha ha! Take that, skank!
I thought you were almost gonna Anakin Skywalker it.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. No,
Give up, Anakin. I have the high ground.
Give it up, Anakin. I have the high ground. Don't underestimate my power! And then he becomes a single-armed burned man. That show made me so sad.
It did.
It rips my heart out every time I watch it.
It might be the best one.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and that's the thing that's what was so crazy is like, okay, acting, terrible. Just terrible. As far as like if you're comparing all the movies with that, blah, blah, blah. But the prequels had a place in the lore and made the Star Wars universe better. Yeah. The problem is like, you know, it wasn't the best acted and people struggle with it. But now you get the new stuff and you're like, oh man, please give me some more prequels.
I know,
because you're just like, this is garbage. And like, I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars.
I don't know if I like.
Oh my gosh.
I like my youth and the prequels and stuff like that, but I pretty much Star Wars fatigued. I don't know if I'd.
Yeah, definitely now.
The only series that I would watch still, I've watched a few of the new Mandalorians, but I'm not gonna watch anything else.
First 2 seasons were good. Now they're putting in Lizzo and Jack Black.
That's in Mandalorian.
Yeah,
I heard that. I thought it was in a different series. No. And they played it on the radio, and I was just like, oh, that just sounded so bad. Yep. Why would you add them in? I mean,
I have a blood cloak.
Find new actors for this. You don't want people like that. Not that they're not talented for their own right, whatever they are. You can like them. I don't care.
Jack Black is talented, but Lizzo is not talented. Don't like her. But I'm also kind of indifferent, too. I don't care. I don't care enough, either. It's like, fine, whatever. But they should not be in Star... Because it's so obvious. It's like, you know how we talked about Book of Boba Fett was like Back to the Future? That's what that felt like. And what's funny is in the scene it actually has the professor from Back to the Future.
Does it?
Yeah.
Has Ben Stein?
Yeah.
Back to the Future.
He's
He's not the professor. Who's Professor in Back to the Future?
Yeah, the doctor. The guy
you mean Christopher Lloyd?
Yeah.
He's in Mandalorian?
He's in the scene. He's in the scene with the two of them.
So you got Jack Black, Lizzo, and Christopher Lloyd.
And it makes the Mandalorian just that one scene. Because I've started watching a little bit of it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, female power, blah, blah, blah. Bo-Katan, like, this is really what this season's going to be about now. Good. And you're just like, okay, that's bad enough. And then you're just like, and now we have this that further cements the worries that we've all been having. It makes it look like a joke. It's just like how they made that Star Wars hotel, and it's terrible. Yeah. Like, it's just terrible. Like, no one is going to pay $5,000 to spend a night in something that's not even like, it's not even Star Wars. It's just like, oh, this is sci-fi-ish, but it could be any sci-fi thing. Right. It's like, this isn't Star Wars. It's not like when you go to Star Wars, like the outer, the Star Wars land, whatever it is. Like, that's cool. I love that.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's not like that. Skeleman.
Right. It's
you
just like,
literally took my knife. It's the worst sub-weapon, but I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's just like anything else. When you do too much of it, it takes away its value.
Right.
That's money. That's everything. You need to make it special, and it's just too much. And you can't just have everybody be in it. Like, it was cute to, like, look, Daniel Craig was like a stormtrooper or something like that, right? And these small little things that you wouldn't see. But enough of that, and it's just like, okay, great. That's cool for that actor because they got to do something that they've always loved. But now, is it anymore?
Well, the thing is the scene was supposed to be like super serious too. It's not like it was a cameo, and then you're like, oh yeah. That was kind of cute seeing Jack Black in this thing. No, it was like, we're actually trying to make this seem like an important thing, and like you should take this scene seriously. It's supposed to build on it. It's like, no, you guys have made garbage.
Yeah, you can't take pop culture kind of icons and stuff and turn them into, I don't know, sci-fi stuff. That's why people get typecast. Like, the lady, what's her name that plays Bo-Katan?
Oh yeah, I know you're talking. Because she is a sci-fi woman. Like, that's her thing.
She started off in Battlestar Galactica.
Right.
And then I haven't never finished the series, but then she goes different, and it's kind of cool because she's in Longmire, which is a pretty good series as well. So she got that range. But it's funny because if you ever watch Big Bang Theory, her and George Takei are like in the head of Howard Wolowitz, and they're just like, it's hard not to get typecasted. And he's like, oh my. Right. Anyway, and it's kind of fun that they can kind of make fun of themselves and stuff like that. But so some people, you kind of expect it, and sometimes you kind of hate seeing characters or actors that play in other characters because you just like identify with that role so much.
Right.
But at least it makes sense. But yeah, Jack Black and Lizzo and Christopher Lloyd, whom I love, right? Not a Star Wars.
No.
I mean...
And the scene is just like... I don't know the context of the whole scene, but it's just like...
So have you watched that scene?
I've watched the clip of it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And it's just like, even just watching the clip, you're just like, like, Mandalorian was good, guys. Like, the first season, it was like, holy crap, we're finally getting something that we've been asking for, something that we've been wanting, and it's going to be super cool, and we're all going to be super happy with it, and, like, everyone's going to be, and then you're just like, oh.
And, I mean, it's Jon Favreau. I mean, I didn't think that he would do that.
I know. That's the other worst part of it, too, is that it's him. It's like, bro, you're the reason why Marvel was great. Like, you started it, and now what happened? Green tea.
Whoa. Is that his name, or is that what you got?
That's what I just got. Hello.
Did you get that thing?
Thing?
Oh.
I guess it's just like something he did. Is that all I got? Was just green tea? A single-use Japanese green tea.
Single use?
Cool. That doesn't seem dumb at all.
Right.
Ugh. What am I missing? Comfortable eye protection. Make sure I got the best thing on. Yep.
So yeah,
All things are just sellable.
That's why. Yeah, I can't do. I don't think I could do Disney stuff anymore.
No, I can't.
Maybe
I'm almost
maybe old Disney stuff.
Yeah.
I'll watch.
Like I have Disney stuff. Plus, but it's like I'm spent.
Right.
It's just like, so it's just like, yeah. Even if something were good, it's like, nah. I'm done with you guys. You clearly don't want me to be a part of this new thing that you guys are creating, and I am more than happy to oblige by getting the crap out of here. Right. Which is funny, because that's why people are so upset that like the Super Mario movie is doing so well and people love it, and the critics hate it, but people love it, and it's like it's just like what happened with Top Gun.
Yeah, have you seen?
I haven't seen it. We're gonna go see it. I wanted to take my kids, so we're gonna go see it Saturday, and it's just like it's the same formula, and it's the same thing every time. It's like you make good stuff, people will come. You don't make good stuff, or you do it because of the message, and you won't, and you'll lose out every time. Every time you're gonna lose out on this deal that you've made with the devil. Right. Every time. And that's the thing is, for me, it's just like I don't feel bad for you. Like you've done it to yourself, and like you've ruined franchises, and the only good thing that's come out of Star Wars recently is the video game.
Oh yeah.
That was made into canon because it was so good.
Wow.
And it's like, yeah, that's the last thing. And like Mandalorian was good, season 1 and 2 were good, and everything else has sucked. Book of Boba Fett was so disappointing. Yeah. So disappointing.
I like the last 5 episodes, what they got.
With the Mandalorian. Yeah. Well, yeah.
And now they ruined that. Are they going to be able to do the same thing with Boba Fett?
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is, it's just like, and Ahsoka looks bad. Like, it's just bad. It's just all bad. It's all poopy pants. It's all a bunch of poopy pants.
Which is okay, because, I mean, like we were talking about earlier, trying to get rid of the world and drown it out. Yeah. That's fine, because,
It's like, it's fine. Just one less thing to have to, like, be like, oh, but I used to like this. It's like, nah, I don't need to worry about it. Yeah. I'll watch things or do other stuff. Like, we started watching The Chosen. So
it's good, huh?
Good. Amazing. I cannot believe how good it is. Right. Like, so good. I feel so happy watching that show. Like I love Jesus. Yeah, Jesus I love him so much.
You just hope that he's actually like that.
I know. That's exactly what I said to Brittany. It's like, I hope he literally was like this in real life. Please. Please let that be true.
So if you do any of the Come Follow Me's, right, they do the church video ones of the Old Testament and stuff like that. Yeah. And it is so hard if you've watched The Chosen to watch their version. And it's just like, oh my gosh, this guy is so white.
Yeah.
And it's like,
well, he's so white, and it's kind of like stiffer.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
I'm like, oh, come on.
I like this one. Do this guy. And it's please.
Like I mentioned I'll mention The Chosen a lot in like Sunday school and stuff like that. I always get these looks like people are just like, oh, you should be watching The Chosen, because my daughter's seminary teacher has kind of said that, they don't endorse or whatever The Chosen and stuff like that because it's not accurate. It's just like,
well, to what extent? Right? Like, what's not accurate?
Yeah. Like, it's like they fill in parts where we don't know of Jesus. It's like, but
sure.
But you watch that and you tell me you cannot feel the Spirit. I felt the Spirit and tingles and tears in my eyes more than
crying.
Yeah, than
blubbering.
Ever at church. I will say that. I mean,
no, I feel the same thing. It's like I understand that he might not have had like that. There might be some extra like plot points that they're like getting to. I understand that Simon might have not been like a, you know, we don't know that he was like a gambler to begin with. I get that, but that's good effective storytelling. So like you can still understand that like how he, you know, is protecting his servants, the people, his, you know, followers, and how Nicodemus is acting, and like his, you know, the heart-wrenching part of it, right?
Yeah.
It's like all of that is good. That's good. Those are good things.
Yeah.
And if you can't understand that, it's like you're the one that's missing out.
Right. It's
like you guys are the one that's missing out.
He's like, oh, my friend, you got so close.
I know. And he's bawling.
Because I think most of us probably identify with Nicodemus in that
absolutely.
aspect. Because it's just like, would you be able to do that when your wife's telling you, we want to go back home with the grandchildren and stuff like that? And you're just like, you believe it so much and you can feel that. Oh, my gosh. Yeah,
I literally told Britt, I was like, Brittany, if the Savior tells me to go, like today, right? And it's like that same thing, I'm going. And she's like, yeah, of course you are. But the problem is like Nicodemus didn't know. They didn't know.
Yeah.
They didn't know.
And that's it.
I have knowledge. He did not.
True. Plus, and it's kind of easy to say.
Right. Of course it is.
You know, if it actually came to it, would we?
Yeah, because it still is a choice. It's like, I hope. You know, we did missions, but it's like, I didn't have a family yet.
Yeah. Just like
I was leaving my son.
I think about that
Holy
for the
crap.
early church members where they're continually being called on missions where they have families.
Right.
You know, that's really...
That's heavy, man. Super heavy. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Now, where should I go? Was I able to go up? I don't think I was. That looks like a spot that I can go. But I should probably... Yeah, we'll just take the long way. Maybe I'll level up along the way. Yeah, it's so good. I am so happy with that show. And the thing is I think it goes into... So, I've thought maybe that I'll end up being a seminary teacher and try again to do that. Especially because we had something happen to, you know, and I don't know if we talked about this on the show, but we had a kid that I grew up with that did some bad things, or at least is accused of it, because his family is actually telling my in-laws, who are still in the same ward, that you shouldn't believe everything you read. So I don't know what that means. Okay. But anyways, it's like when that happened, my wife was like, maybe you should try to be a seminary teacher again, because we know that it's a risk. Like, even if you are falsely accused, it's a risk of something. That's why, like, I have rules in place, but it's still scary. It's still really scary to, like, think that someone would do that, or that, you know, people are susceptible to that stuff.
Right.
But it's like seminary teachers are like, they sometimes might be as close to some Pharisees as we get. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be hostile towards seminary teachers. There are good seminary teachers, of course. Yeah. But there's a lot of bad ones. Like, a lot of bad ones. And they need to be careful on directing another person's child, on what they should or shouldn't watch. That isn't just like, okay, like, if you want to direct him to watch church things, okay, but them telling your daughter what they think they should watch, that's a little too far for this guy.
Especially something
that's my choice.
Yeah.
Not theirs.
And not only that, something that is trying to represent Christ in a actual real fashion.
And is, you know, supremely positive.
Yeah.
It's just like what Elder Oaks taught us. If you think that we're the only ones that are going to build up the kingdom of God, you are wrong. You're wrong. These people who made the chosen, they're building the kingdom of God.
Yeah.
And if you don't see it, you're wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
I will flat out tell you are wrong.
And the army that it's creating, I mean, that might be a strong word, but yeah, the following, that's a big word. The following that they're creating. I mean, you watch the videos, they get the funding. Oh, the time changed on that thing. Yeah,
so this does change. Now the idea is, how do I get that to move?
Anyway, the funding comes, the only way they do it is by when you pay to do it. And it's like crowd-funded. And you pay it forward and stuff. I mean, it's just really, really cool. aspect. And I mean, and what's crazy too is I don't know why the seminary teacher would say that, because if you watch some of the credits on there, the Church of Jesus Christ is listed on some of the episodes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well then, what is he talking about? And of course they would be listed. Like, what Russell M. Nelson isn't about, like, that he's probably one of the best of prophets we've ever had about, like, reaching out to other churches and other denominations and being like, yeah, we understand that we say that we're the true church, but Catholics do too. Right. You know, they have the Pope and they believe him to be the church. Right. So it's not even really that claim is strange, but it's like, we get it, but we want to work together. Right.
Let's hope that whatever he said, you know, and between what my daughter said and what I remember and hear, you know, isn't as punitive as we're making it towards the seminary teacher. But
right, not that we would want to do that anyways. But at the same time,
I mean, whatever she heard is her kind of...
Is what she took from it.
Yeah, what she took from it. Instead of being like, you know... I don't remember what he said. It'd just be like, yeah, The Chosen is really good. You know, some of the stuff may be kind of made up, but you know, if you're looking for building a testimony of Christ, then watch it.
It's a good place to go.
It's a good place to go. Not necessarily even start, but I mean, you know, because they also have done a lot of research. So even if some of the storylines may be embellished or, you know, created whole cloth, the scenery and the aspects of Jewish life and Roman
I'm learning lots of stuff from that. Yeah.
It's like reading Jesus the Christ a bit.
Right.
So.
And I like Jesus the Christ. I think it's good. I think it's something everyone should read. I need to reread
it because it's been since like 1999.
My missions when I read it last. But yeah, it's like seminary teachers. Like, come on, guys. Like, let's understand what truth means and what we're trying to look for, and what at the same time what we're doing with the youth. Like, because I'm not going to listen to seminary teachers who used to tell me that being a man was bad, and like because they wanted to just suck up to girls all day long. Like, and I'm so tired of that idea in the church. Like, it's not funny anymore. Like, my wife just told me about some where, like, men were disparaging themselves at the benefit of women. And it's like, nope, that's not true. And you as a leader in the church should know better. You shouldn't be disparaging yourself so that you can make your wife be, you know, put her on a pedestal. It's like, no, you're equals. Like, that, you know,
that's a direct thing from Christ. The apostles asked him about marriage. Right. And it is literally to, you know, be one twain. Even he says it.
Right.
That marriage is...
Which also makes me think that he was probably married. In my opinion.
Jesus the Christ says as much.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And in my opinion, I think it's probably Mary Magdalene. Dad. Colton is a very American name. Colton is I like the name Colton, actually. I think Colton's a good name. Why are you guys so late to the party?
Because
we literally have 6 minutes.
I know. I texted my daughter like 30 minutes ago, and then she just saw my message. You stinkers. Yes. Doesn't it send you notifications for being a follower?
It should. I don't get the notification. Turn on your notifications, stink face.
And it is our bad for not being on Mondays.
Also true.
So.
Well, then figure it out. Mist could pass. Okay, so mist can pass, then let me pass as mist.
Well, maybe... Ooh, there's fancy stuff. Well, maybe,
That's all it is. I need things that help me progress. Not things that don't do that.
I remember them. You told me about them the other day.
Jewel knuckles. Jewel reinforced knuckles. Nope, don't care about that. What was the other thing? Oh, that was a... Miracurus, polish to resist stoning. Ugh. Well, I guess that would have been helpful in the one place.
Wow, it's pretty.
But it doesn't last.
Going to the chapel and gonna get married.
Maybe it's the fact you're streaming at 4 a.m. Yeah, maybe.
And it looks 12.
Well, that you're awake at 4 a.m. We're not streaming at 4 a.m. It's 7 o'clock here, bud. At least when we start.
Yeah.
It's okay. You're in an inferior country. We get it. It's fine. I'm never gonna give you your due. Cause you're British.
Never gonna give you dues.
I'm always gonna make fun of you.
Never gonna
turn around and curse you. Never gonna make you.
Yeah, I have no parody skills today.
Let me say goodbye.
Why are you talking?
How old is Colton?
I think
he's getting married.
No, that's his older brother. They used to go to school together at Navigator Point, and I thought you said that he was maybe leaning on the other side of the rainbow. Or
what? Then who's getting married?
Colton's oldest brother.
Oh, Colton. Okay, I didn't understand.
Colton is my daughter's age, and has been texting her. So,
oh, so cute.
Yeah.
So cute.
Oh, his older brother Dawson.
Dawson as in Creek?
Why are you typing on all caps all the time?
She's angry.
Angry.
What's scary to you? He's FS gay. What does that mean?
I don't know. For sure?
What's FS gay?
For sure?
Oh.
Maybe?
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know the lingo. Use real words,
You know better than me.
How's that
apparently
possible?
I don't know.
I'm just making up.
I don't know.
I know lots of words, and so I'm just putting in words into letters.
Into my face hole.
What? Oh, you know what that just made me think of? Is this whole story with the Dalai Lama. Have you seen it?
No.
Okay, so I haven't read much of it because it's just weird, and
He's not ugly.
The Dalai Lama?
No, whoever this Colton guy is, probably.
But apparently the Dalai Lama kissed this young boy on the mouth and then asked him to suck his tongue.
And people are like...
I don't know what that context is, but I can't imagine that it's good. Like, there's no way to pass this as anything but just...
No, it's gross, and and look, if you can make it seem innocent, okay, but you cannot do that again. Right. Like, because I saw the headline, like, there was like, oh, suck my tongue, and I was like, I didn't read anything beyond that though, so I thought he meant like he was like chastising someone, and then that he was like that it was something like that. I didn't know he kissed a boy on the mouth.
Yeah, and a
no,
boy.
Sorry. If you're defending this, you're wrong. Sorry. Sorry. But, drag shows, right?
How do we have 4 viewers now?
Because they love us. I'm telling you, it's either the time or it's the amount of time you're on stream. That's what the data suggests. So it's like so if we want to get like more viewers, it's about like being either on time, longer.
So just start the stream like an hour before we get here with nothing's playing and nobody will care. And then by the time we're on, people are like, oh, they've been on a long time.
Yeah, that might work. That's not a terrible strategy.
Right? That's the worst.
Yeah. So it's one of the two. Yeah, but that would definitely look terrible. Where are they? I don't know. They figured it out. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to. So I'm not gonna. Oh, my goodness gracious.
No. Oh, look at that. 1 hour and 30.
Well, people who are funny to us. How did I even get to that area? Oh, I walked through it. Well, now it is time for Garner to start doing some research, I guess, because we did accomplish things. We didn't get stuck necessarily, but we also are probably now stuck. So I want to go check something really quick. But
It's such a weird thing that kids talk about.
You juveniles are so juvenile.
I had no thoughts about these things.
No, neither.
5 viewers.
Hello.
5th viewer.
Hit that button. Even though we're gonna probably be bailing soon.
We're done.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's what it is. So we probably should test one of it. If we want to keep it to an hour and a half, then we should test if it's better later. That's maybe what we want. Our next tactic should be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I couldn't the double jump isn't it's barely not high enough.
Yeah.
Unless I can get
barely not.
Yeah.
Barely not.
Unless
not
I can cheese it, where they hit me up. Oh, that looks so good.
Hit me up, bro.
Oh,
I don't think it's gonna work.
Nope. What? That's so dumb though too, because it's the square.
Right.
I'm there, guys. I'm there. Don't give me that nonsense.
Stop.
So stupid. So dumb.
What are you talking about, people?
Since
Marry
your
a widow who
mother's-
already has a grown-up
mother's
daughter.
right.
Okay, and your father marries the widow's grown-up daughter. Now the widow's daughter becomes your mother. Since your mother's mother is your wife. What? Daughter of mine, where are you even getting this stuff from?
The whole I'm my own grandpa thing.
Futurama does have a great episode about that.
They do. It is pretty good.
Pretty
It's pretty funny. All right, people. We love you. Thanks for showing up. Hit that follow button.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Get on sooner.
Create false accounts so you can make more followers.
And remember, come unto Christ, be healed.
20 more minutes. My bladder has got nothing, and I need to get to home base, as it were, just to let everybody know. So.
All right. We'll see you later. Love
That's
you.
how we're going to end it.
Bye-bye.